ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီမှာ okay တလားလောက် train me ဆိုတော့ဟိုကိုအစမှာဟို in the beginning ပေါ့နော်အစမှာ like what do you expect and then what are the things that in the training that you didn't expect?
In the training, man, I got that street mentality at first, Yeah. So I was sparring with this coach. Basically, like he's not like the head coach, but he's
one of
the younger,
okay.
The coach that teach kid and stuff like that, like 6 years old, 7, 8, So we were sparring, and then I told him to wait. And when you're sparring, like you can't really tell nobody to wait, So he punched me. And that was my first week though. He punched me, so I was like, okay, cool. So we got in a fight. Me and him like swinging, you know what I'm saying? Like a real fight. And like his lips was busted, my lips was busted, but he was a little bigger than me,
Okay.
And he got technique, so he kneed me to my body, and that put me on the ground and stuff like that. So that day, he dropped me like 3 times, and the other coaches have to like tell him to stop and some, stuff like that. So, and after that, like it made me question myself. I really want to quit training because it was embarrassing. Like the parent were watching the kid,
right?
And then while they was training over there, we was actually fighting over here. Talking about fighting, and that motherfucker just hold me knee, like Muay Thai knee, to the body. I got dropped, so it was embarrassing, but I told myself that night I make a decision that I was never going to quit. So I came back the next week. I told him I'm going to beat you up today, like I don't want to say bad word like the way I said it, but I basically told him I'm going to fuck you up, Got my ass beat again for 3 months straight.
With the same coach?
Same coach. And here's the thing, I know he was going to beat my ass, but I always go to him.
Okay.
So the coaches, like different coaches, like the head coach, they recognize like I really want this stuff. So like nobody didn't want to teach me nothing like the technique or nothing because I got that street mentality. So they don't like people like that,
Right.
But the head coach, Coach Matt, he saw like I really wanted this shit. So he basically called me and showed me a little bit of something.
Okay.
And after 3 months, I beat the coach that beat me, and he quit coaching.
So, wow, that's nice. So, street mentality ဆိုတာပြောမှဆိုတော့မြန်မာလိုပြောမှဆိုတော့ဒီလမ်းပေါ်မှာရိုးရံဖြစ်ကျောင်းမှာဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဘာဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီတိုင်းရက်ကွက်ထဲမှာရံဖြစ်တဲ့ဟာမျိုးပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီရိုးဘာမှမတွက်စားဘဲနဲ့ရံဖြစ်ပြီးတော့မှထိုးကြိတ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီ mentality နဲ့အခု MMA မှာတကယ် fighter ဖြစ်ပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အထူးသဖြင့်ပေါ့နော် UFC biggest in the world like UFC မှာ like နှစ်ခါနိုင်ပြီပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့3ခါ sorry 3ခါနိုင်ပြီဆိုတော့ how do you compare your mentality right now to your mentality when you started? Like in a way what do you want to say yourself to that young Josh?
The young Josh, man, he ain't scared of nobody, he ain't taking shit from nobody, you know what I'm saying? The young Josh, if you say something, you do something about it type shit. But right now, I'm not saying I'm scared of people, but I have second thought, like, the calmness, like I try to avoid street fight as much as possible, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay peace and stuff like that, so I'll say I have the patience now, more,
So, one of the biggest lessons you learn is
patient.
So, how that patient is important in a UFC fight?
A lot, man. That is very, very important because the patient is, bro. Like,
can the patient determine whether you lose or win?
Yeah. Basically, like a lot of people tell me, like my first round, this and that. You ain't really got this and that. No. You gotta know what's going on with your opponents. Like you gotta see what they bring in the table, and that take patience. A lot of people they don't have the patience, so they just they just rush in, get caught, and that like it don't take a lot in a fight. You get hit with one punch, and then that's a fight. So I I think patience is the key, man.
Okay. And then so 3 months then you know you learn something.
Yeah.
So 3လဆိုတော့တခုခုနည်းနည်းတက်သွားပြီနည်းနည်းတင်သွားပြီဆိုတော့3လပြီးတော့ like so that was in 2018 let's say.
Let's say 2018, yeah.
So how is the training from 2018 to your first fight 2022 with UFC, right? So
3.
2023.
Oh, yeah,
sorry, 20.
Yeah, 3.
3, yeah. So 2020, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Almost like 6 years training before you make it to UFC. So tell me about that 6 years.
I won't really say 6 years because the first gym that I ever been to that I just told you about, it wasn't like a full MMA type shit, you know, it's kind of like fitness. And so here's how my MMA career started. Actually, like, you know, at the gym, I was one of the best, you know what I'm saying? Like, not knowing technique and stuff like that, but I was the best for that gym.
Okay.
Because it was like family fitness gym type shit. And then there was a coach named Scotty Warris. He showed up one day, like, you know, and he was sparring with us. And then next thing you know, I look at him, he is, you know, like a chubby guy. So I look at him like, he didn't know how to fight, you know? Next thing you know, boom, he hit me with a three-piece combo, you know, boom, boom. And then I was like, oh, shit. And I hit him again with the same combo. And then he was like, oh, shit, he was shocked. But then after that, he fucked me up. Like, he literally beat the shit out of me, I'm talking about. And then after sparring, like, I ain't never seen nobody ever did that to me. You know, technically and, you know, all this stuff. Like, he was, like, literally beat the shit out of me. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I asked him after sparring, I was like, hey, can you teach me how you just beat my ass, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, come here. So he was showing me with pad work and stuff like that, so we was working on it. And after that, he called me, he said, come here. He said, I'm about to open a gym, and if you want to come join me, come join me.
So your training, you start from running 2 miles a day before the training to your coach put you guys up to running 4 miles a day.
Yeah.
And then only start the training.
Yes.
So how many hours a day is the training?
Man, that's a lot of hours, bro, if you ask me. The training was, let's say from 5 to 8. But then we gotta do extra hour for a whole 4 miles and stuff like that. So maybe at least 5 hours a day.
So how many days a week?
Six days. Sometimes 7, because sometimes we do a little work on Sunday too as well.
Okay. Yeah. And then, so is that pretty much the same until now, or how is it different now?
Right now, it's still the same. But I train 7 days a week. 7 days a week now, 3 times a day. So it got worse.
Okay, we talk more about that later. Okay,
yeah.
We talk more about that. I would say it's professional training, right?
Yeah.
So we talk more about that in a little bit. And so you started that, and then you start, you know, going to a fight in Houston area.
Yeah.
And then how many fights before you become a local champion, right? So how many fight before you become a local champion?
I got the amateur belt first. So I got the amateur belt in 6 months.
Okay.
So 6 months of fighting, I beat the champions, you know, basically. And after that, I went pro. And I think I went pro at 2021. Was it October? And then I got the belt at December 2022.
Okay.
So yeah, a little more than a year.
Okay ဒါကတော့ဘန်းရဲ့ interview လေးပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗီဒီယိုလေးတွေကိုကြည့်ရှုပေးတဲ့သူတွေအားလုံးကိုလည်းထူးပဲကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်လို့ပြောရင်းနဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးရတော့ဒီလောက်ပါပဲလို့နောက်ဗီဒီယိုတွေမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ပြန်လဲစုစည်းကြမယ်နော်ဒါကဘန်းရဲ့ဒါပွဲပြီးတဲ့ခါကျတော့ဒီ interview လေးပဲပေါ့နော်အားလုံး bye bye